is to transition different candles or candelabras between the holidays. Right now we're going to focus on Halloween and Thanksgiving. Once it gets later in the season, I'll show you another thing you can do to switch them over to Christmas as well. Not really a lot of Christmas stuff out quite yet. A couple weeks there will be. So first, this candelabra is my candelabra. I purchased this candelabra for either $12 or $14 at Goodwill. Not on a 50% off day, but it is iron, so it's definitely worth that price. These candles I got from Michael's. Wait till they have 40 or 50% off though, because these size candles I think were even like $6 or $7 a piece. Now for your candles, really easy, quick and easy way you can switch these is just with ribbon. You can use different ribbons. You can also use mesh and different accoutrements depending on what your decor is. I have a lot of spider and witch stuff and like skulls, and then I usually keep 2 blacks, purples, and silvers for my Halloween decor. So that's the colors that I have for options to show you guys. I also have a little pack of spiders here. So ribbons, this is a fancier ribbon. This one, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I think this one was one that was at Michael's. Again, watch for your 40% off, and you can pick these up for a few dollars. This one was, I think this one was at Dollar Tree actually, and the mesh I know was at Dollar Tree. So what you can do is just cut the ribbon to the diameter of your candle. Once you have your ribbon cut to size, then you're just going to wrap it around the candle. For this, I would recommend some type of tape, double stick tape or packaging tape. You don't want to glue anything to the candle. You especially don't want to use like a hot glue on them, because of course it can melt the candle as well. So you just want a little strip. Just so you can start that. And you can position it however you'd like on the candle. It could be lower, it could be higher. I like to stay kind of the norm and just keep it in the center. Quick and easy. And then I'm going to put a spider in the center. So with mine, I have the spider web design, so I'm just going to glue the spider in the middle of that. This I will use a hot glue gun because it's onto the ribbon itself, not onto the candle. And I like them to be a little more dressy since I use the silver, so I'm going to use my fancy spiders. So these regular spiders, $2.99 at $2.99 at Spirit. I got them at Goodwill last year for 69 cents. Somebody didn't use them, and I mixed my spiders together. But the spiders I'm going to put on here are the fancy ones, which are these. If you watched my videos last year, or you can go back to them now. Check out the candle holder I did with these. These were rings. I just broke off the little ring part so that I can keep just the fancy spider part, and could attach it as decoration to different items. With hot glue, just hold that down a few seconds, and there's my candle. So there you go, really quick and easy. So I can add that onto my candelabra here that I use. Show you guys, like that. And then since it's spiders, of course I can run webbing and things like that. Spider web's really cheap. You can get those at 99-cent store or Dollar Tree as well. So this will be our Halloween candle. And then you can do the same for fall. So for fall, I have these 2 ribbons. I have this more fancy with like a gold filigree, and then I have the orange. And I'm sorry I can't tell you where these ribbons are from. These are in those bins that I showed you in the that I picked up with all the leaves and the gourds in them at that grocery store. But same thing, it's going to measure out our ribbon. So my ribbon around the center here, similar to what I did for Halloween. And I'm going to take some of these leaves, again from that bin that I found. It was full of the different fall leaves and gourds. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'll just take a little dab of hot glue on the center of the ribbon. If you have anything that's fabric, remember for that hot glue, push out to the sides when you're holding it down, so don't burn yourself. So here we have something that you can do for a fall leaf. I'll show you guys how both look. So here's our Halloween, here's our fall. So you get the idea. For Christmas you can do the same thing. You could do like a candy stripe one with little candy canes on it, or just maybe something white or solid with like a pretty snowflake ornaments you can get really cheap at 99-cent store or Dollar Tree also. And then once it's fall, if you purchase something similar where you have like ironwork or a lot of open space, you can also dress the candelabra up. So like once it's fall, like I can do the spider webs for Halloween, and then once it's Thanksgiving, I can put things like garlands through here, like that, and all through here just to dress it up. And you can do the same thing for all holidays, obviously. You can switch these out for like Easter, 4th of July, all of that. And the next project that we're going to do is going to be our cylinders, and switching those out for different holidays also, so you can reuse items and save a little money in the process. So for my project I have these two boxes. They were $1.99 each. That's normal price, so they were 50% off, so it's kind of like buy one get one. So I got both of these for $2. For this project you can use vases, glass boxes, glass cylinders, wherever they have you like the shape of. And for Halloween they'll be more of a display box, and then for the other holidays they'll probably have like candles in them. So for Halloween I'm going to use the silver skulls. Last year's project video had these in them. I think they were, I want to say like $5 at Michael's. You can pick up skulls and paint them yourself, a little bit cheaper if you find something at like 99-cent store or Dollar Tree, but I like that they're mouth smooth. So for my first little box, this is all that's going to be in there. For my first box, I'm going to use just the skull. So I'm going to put him in there like that. You can put moss, you can put dirt, you can add lights, things like that. And then for my second box, I'm using this spider. These spiders, two of them came on a pack at 99-cent store. They usually have things similar at Dollar Tree as well. And you can't really reform them, they're hard plastic, but I like to look like it's crawling, so I'm going to stuff him like he's standing up inside the box to where he'll look like that. And then same thing, you can add different lights with this project, you can add spider webbing all through it, maybe leaves underneath him, more natural. But that's another quick and easy. I know it doesn't look like much here, but if you mix these in with your Halloween decor and it's darker and you have like lights on it or candlelight, these look really nice. And that is Halloween. Of course, once you move on to Thanksgiving, same project, same container, and you can just take some different leaves You can put a few leaves at the bottom of the box or your cylinder. You can put a little candle in it. So you can do something like that. You can put twine around it to make it look more natural. You can do the same thing and add gourds. These gourds came from the box of gourds that I bought from that store. So we have this as an option as well. So you can put those on like a bookcase or bookshelf. This is another ribbon that I have. I think this one was from Michael's last year as well. For Thanksgiving, because things are normally a little more natural looking, instead of taping or gluing, you can also just tie a quick little knot around your candles, just to add a little strip of color. I always buy white or cream colored candles. That way they can be used at different times of the year, so I don't have to buy different candles for different events or different holidays. You can do something similar to this. You can stand the leaves up also to kind of make them more prominent. So you can do just loose leaves like this, or you can pile a bunch of gourds in. So with the gourds you'd have something like that, or you can combine. The greatest thing about buying everyday items that you can repurpose is this can be kept in your home year-round. You can just change out little items, change ribbons, change different accoutrements just to decorate for the holidays, but then swap these out. Like, nothing can be on these candles and they can just be in the dining room the rest of the year. I can use these for candle holders too, or they can just be different items used for storage, all the different glass cylinders, flowers, and then you can just add little decorative touches very cheaply to be able to give your home that holiday feel. Now, of course, once it's Christmas, you can use these boxes. Once it gets closer to Christmas, I'll show you how. So I hope you enjoyed this little quick tip, and stay tuned for the next project.